Hi everyone, and welcome back to Time for Gardening. Are you staring at a boring, basic fence and wondering how to turn that tiny backyard into a romantic escape without breaking the bank or harming the planet? Well, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into 20 unique and eco-friendly ways to style your garden fence, specifically designed for small spaces. From vintage upcycling secrets to living boundaries that local wildlife will love, we're covering it all. Trust me, you'll want to stick around until the very end because idea number 20 is a total game changer for those ugly cinder block walls. Let's get growing. There is nothing quite as iconic as a crisp white picket fence draped in the soft, romantic petals of climbing roses. It is the ultimate symbol of the American cottage dream, offering a welcoming boundary that feels both structured and wildly beautiful. By choosing a low-profile fence, you keep your small space feeling open and airy, while providing the perfect scaffold for vertical interest. Building on that charm, the secret to making this look truly eco-friendly lies in your choice of blooms. Opting for heirloom or disease-resistant varieties reduces the need for harsh chemicals, allowing your garden to thrive naturally. As these roses mature and weave through the pickets, they create a living tapestry that smells as heavenly as it looks, turning a simple boundary into the focal point of your outdoor oasis. If you want your greenery to truly sing, consider the dramatic black contrast fence. While it might seem bold, a matte black or charcoal finish acts as a stunning negative space that makes the vibrant greens and soft pastels of your cottage plants pop like never before. It creates an instant sense of modern sophistication while maintaining a cozy, enclosed feel. Beyond the aesthetics, this dark backdrop serves a clever functional purpose in smaller yards by creating an illusion of depth. The fence line seems to recede into the shadows, making the physical boundaries of your garden feel further away than they actually are. When paired with bright foliage like hostas or ferns, it transforms a cramped corner into a high-contrast, artistic sanctuary. For the gardener who wants to embrace a truly ancient and sustainable craft, the woven wattle fence is a masterpiece of eco-friendly design. Made from flexible branches like hazel or willow, these panels are entirely biodegradable and offer a rich organic texture that blends seamlessly into a woodland-style cottage garden. It's a wonderful way to move away from industrial materials and back to the roots of landscaping. This rustic approach doesn't just look beautiful, it also supports a healthier garden ecosystem. Because the weave is slightly open, it allows for better airflow and provides tiny crevices for beneficial insects to overwinter. It's a fence that breathes with your garden, providing privacy and wind protection without ever feeling cold or artificial. A small garden can sometimes feel a bit walled in, but you can easily break that tension by adding a faux window made from a vintage frame. By hanging an old, weathered window frame directly onto your fence, you create a charming architectural focal point that draws the eye and adds layers of history. It's a simple upcycling project that gives a second life to discarded materials. To take this illusion a step further, consider mounting a mirror behind the frame to reflect the surrounding greenery back at you. This clever trick doubles the visual size of your space and bounces light into darker corners, making your patio feel like it looks out onto a much larger, hidden meadow. It's a touch of shabby chic magic that makes every glance at the fence feel like a view into another world. Why choose between a fence and an orchard when you can have both? Espaliering fruit trees, training them to grow flat against a wooden fence, is the ultimate space-saving hack for the edible cottage garden. This technique turns your boundary into a productive, living wall that offers beautiful spring blossoms and a bounty of fresh fruit come autumn. Beyond the harvest, these trees create an incredible structural pattern that changes with the seasons. In the winter, the bare architectural lines of the branches look like a piece of living art against the wood. It's a sophisticated, eco-friendly way to maximize every square inch of your yard, while providing a unique habitat for local pollinators. Upcycling is at the heart of the Thyme for gardening philosophy, and nothing proves that better than a vertical pallet herb garden. By mounting a reclaimed wooden pallet to your fence, you create a tiered planting system that is perfect for tucking in basil, rosemary, and mint. It's a budget-friendly solution that turns a flat, boring surface into a lush, fragrant culinary station. Transitioning from utility to style, you can easily customize your palette with non-toxic stains or chalk paint to match your garden's aesthetic. This vertical approach keeps your herbs off the ground and away from pests, making it easier to harvest while you cook. It's a practical, eco-conscious way to ensure that even the smallest balcony has a time and place for fresh green. Mirrors are a designer's best-kept secret for small spaces, and bringing them outdoors can completely transform a tight garden path. By installing weather-resistant mirror panels along a fence line, you effectively delete the wall, replacing it with a reflection of your favorite plants. This creates an incredible sense of flow and openness that makes a tiny yard feel like a sprawling estate. To keep the look natural and cottage-inspired, try obscuring the edges of the mirrors with climbing ivy or tall perennials. This softens the transition and makes the reflection feel like a hidden gateway or a gap in a hedge. It's a brilliant way to play with light and perspective, ensuring your garden feels bright and airy even on the gloomiest of days. If you love the modern rustic look, a combination of sturdy timber and chicken wire is a fantastic way to define your space without blocking the view. This design offers the structure of a traditional fence, but with an open, airy infill that prevents a small garden from feeling boxed in. It's the perfect balance of farmhouse charm and contemporary transparency. This setup is particularly effective for those who want to grow vertical curtains of flowers. The wire mesh provides an ideal grip for delicate climbers like sweet peas or morning glories to scramble up. As the vines fill in, the fence transforms into a lush, green screen that provides privacy, while still allowing cool breezes to filter through your garden. In an eco-friendly cottage garden, we aren't just gardening for ourselves, we're gardening for our wild neighbors too. A hedgehog highway is a small, intentional gap at the base of your fence that allows small creatures to pass through safely. It's a beautiful way to show that your garden is part of a larger, connected ecosystem rather than a closed-off island. Integrating these openings into your design is a great conversation starter for your channel and a win for biodiversity. You can even frame the gap with a tiny wooden arch or a decorative sign to make it a purposeful feature. By allowing nature to move freely, you encourage natural pest controllers to visit, making your gardening journey a little easier and a lot more rewarding. For a touch of industrial elegance that ages beautifully, a copper pipe trellis is a stunning addition to any garden fence. When first installed, the copper gleams with a warm, rosy glow, but over time, it develops a gorgeous verdigris patina that blends perfectly with green foliage. It's a durable, recyclable material that adds a designer feel to a DIY project. The best part about using copper is its versatility. You can easily solder or join pipes into unique geometric patterns that suit your personal style. Whether you choose a minimalist grid or an ornate arch, the copper provides a sturdy support for heavy climbers like wisteria or jasmine. It's a sophisticated way to add vertical structure that only gets better with every passing year. There is a wonderful sense of story in reclaimed materials, and vintage wooden shutters are no exception. By repurposing old shutters as fence panels or decorative accents, you bring a touch of shabby chic history into your outdoor space. They offer a unique, layered texture that traditional fencing simply can't match, especially when painted in soft, sun-bleached pastels. These shutters also provide a clever way to control light and privacy. Because the slats are often angled, they can block the neighbor's view while still allowing air to circulate through your garden. It's a brilliant example of how trash to treasure can result in a highly functional and high-style garden feature that feels perfectly at home in a cottage setting. Imagine a fence that doesn't just block the sun but plays with it. A recycled glass bottle wall, or even just bottle inserts in a wooden fence, creates a mesmerizing stained glass effect as the light passes through. It's a colorful, eco-friendly way to recycle glass while adding a whimsical, artistic flair to your garden boundary. The interplay of light and color can turn a dull afternoon into a magical experience as jewel-toned shadows dance across your lawn. This approach is perfect for the creative gardener who wants to make a bold statement about sustainability. It transforms a simple barrier into a glowing piece of art that celebrates the beauty of repurposed material. A Gabion Wall, a wire cage filled with stones, offers a rugged, earthy foundation that feels incredibly grounded. When topped with sleek horizontal wood slats, it creates a modern eco-industrial look that is both stylish and sustainable. This design is excellent for small spaces because the stone base can also serve as a sturdy built-in bench or a retaining wall for raised beds. From an eco-friendly perspective, Gabion walls are fantastic because they use local stone and require no mortar or chemicals to stay in place. The gaps between the stones also provide excellent drainage and can even offer nooks and crannies for moss and succulents to grow. It's a fence that feels like a natural extension of the earth, providing a solid yet permeable boundary. Bamboo is one of the fastest-growing and most sustainable materials on the planet, making it an ideal choice for the eco-conscious gardener. A bamboo screen fence adds an instant tropical or zen-like cottage vibe, providing a dense texture that blocks out the noise of the outside world. It's lightweight, easy to install, and brings a warm, natural glow to any small patio. To make this space feel even more magical after the sun goes down, try draping solar-powered string lights along the top of the bamboo. The soft light filters through the natural gaps in the stalks, creating a dreamy atmosphere that is perfect for late-night garden chats. It's a low-energy, high-impact way to ensure your garden remains a sanctuary long after the stars come out. If you want to inject a sense of joy and whimsy into your yard, why not try a rainbow pastel picket fence? By painting each picket in a different faded or dusty pastel shade, like sage, lavender, and buttercup, and create a cheerful border that feels like a storybook illustration. It's a playful twist on the classic white picket that feels fresh and unique. The key to keeping this look sophisticated is choosing colors with a similar tone, so they harmonize rather than compete. This colorful backdrop provides a beautiful contrast to deep green shrubs and helps brighten up a shaded small yard. It's a simple DIY project that shows off your personality and makes your garden the most talked about spot in the neighborhood. There is a timeless elegance in rusted iron, especially when it is paired with the delicate blooms of a cottage garden. Propping an antique iron gate or trellis against a simple wooden fence adds a layer of found object charm that makes your space feel established and lived in. It's an easy way to add architectural height and historical character to a modern small garden. These iron pieces are particularly effective when paired with vigorous climbers like Clematis. The fine vines weave easily through the ornate metalwork, eventually covering it in a sea of purple or pink flowers. It's a beautiful partnership between the hard, cold metal and the soft, living plant, creating a romantic vignette that looks like it belongs in a secret English garden. Designers often use horizontal lines to make a narrow room look wider, and the same principle applies to your garden. By installing fence slats horizontally rather than vertically, you create a stretching effect that pulls the eye along the perimeter, making a small yard feel much more expansive. It's a sleek, modern update that still feels warm when using natural cedar or redwood. To keep it eco-friendly, look for reclaimed wood or FSC-certified timber for your slats. Spacing them slightly apart allows light to filter through, preventing the fence from feeling like a heavy wall. This design is perfect for the urban cottage gardener who wants a clean, contemporary look that still honors the natural beauty of wood. One of the most creative ways to build a boundary is to use a series of reclaimed old doors as your fence panels. Each door brings its own unique paneling, handle, and history, creating a quirky and eclectic gallery wall for your garden. It's a bold architectural choice that screams personality and shows a deep commitment to upcycling. By painting the doors in a cohesive color palette, you can tie the mismatched designs together for a more intentional look. You could even leave the glass panes in some doors to create windows into the rest of your garden. It's a conversation piece that turns a functional necessity into a work of art, perfect for a channel that celebrates unique garden designs. For the ultimate eco-friendly boundary, why not skip the wood and wire altogether and grow a living fence? A dense hedge of flowering shrubs like hydrangeas, roses, or boxwood provides a soft, breathable border that changes with the seasons. It's a dynamic way to mark your territory while providing food and shelter for local birds and pollinators. A living fence doesn't just look beautiful. It also acts as a natural sound barrier and a carbon sink, cleaning the air while you relax. While it requires a bit more patience to grow than a wooden fence, the result is a lush, green sanctuary that feels completely private and deeply connected to nature. It's the purest expression of a cottage garden vibe you can achieve. Finally, if your fence is feeling a bit drab and you're on a budget, pick up a paintbrush and create a DIY floral mural. Hand painting oversized daisies, lavender, or sunflowers directly onto the wood allows you to grow a garden that blooms all year round. It's a wonderful way to express your creativity and give your time for gardening channel a signature look. This project is also a great way to cover up an old, stained, or mismatched fence without the cost of a full replacement. Using eco-friendly low-VOC exterior paints ensures that your art project is safe for your plants and the environment. It turns your boundary into a colorful canvas that reflects the joy and beauty you find in every single bloom. It's amazing how much a simple fence transformation can change the entire energy of a small garden. Whether you're leaning into the classic white picket look or going bold with a black contrast wall, remember that the best garden is one that works with nature, not against it. I hope these 20 ideas inspired you to look at your boundaries as a blank canvas. If you found a new favorite today, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our weekly cottage garden tips, and let me know in the comments, which of these styles are you trying this spring? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.